Hi everybody, I am Mohammad Naufal from Sri Lanka, live in Saudi Arabia nearly 20 years and I work as a chemistry consultant and vice principal of a multicultural international K-12 school since 2002 with unbreakable track records across the country teaching chemistry for high school students. Today, I'm going to start a topic, compound. So before begin with the word compound, I'm going to engage you all to explore some basic ideas which will be helpful for you to understand the term compound. So let me divide the classroom into two. The students who are on my left side will be taking around 7 keywords of chemistry. I will be giving a first letters of those 7 keywords and then you need to find out the relationship of them. While the other group will be finding some relationship between 6 words which will be given in a random manner. After doing so, we will come to the definition of the compound and then how to form the formula of the compound. So the letters are E, P, N, A, I, M, S. So think deeply on these 7 alphabets. These are the first letters of the keywords of chemistry. And the right side students, they will be given 6 words, sentences, alphabets, words, equations, elements, compounds. Okay, just imagine, is there any relationship? Okay, just start. Right. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead. Right. Okay, yes. So let us start about the alphabets. So P stands for proton, E stands for electrons, and N stands for neutrons. Protons, electrons, and neutrons are the basic subatomic particles. Or an atom is made of main particles called proton, electron, neutrons. Then AIM. A stands for atoms, I ions, and M molecules. These are the next level of particle which are constituted of proton, electrons, and neutrons combined in different numbers due to various types of force of attraction. Then S stands for substances or matter constituted of atoms or ions or molecules. Now, keep this in your mind, and coming to the next is a language constituted of basic 3 elements. So, the first is alphabets. And the next is word. And the next level is sentences. Now, in this similar way, if you look at the language of chemistry, element, compounds, and equations. So there is a strong correlation between them. So if you imagine elements of chemistry, over 100 elements are in periodic table. which is quite similar to alphabets of chemistry. And the words and the compound are almost similar meaning and sentences and chemical equations. Now, if you keep this in your mind and then think about the way how the language is constructed. So let me start with some alphabets of chemistry. O, W, H. So I have given you 3 alphabets. You are now required to find out a meaningful word. So now here you can find out W, H, O. You need to put them in a system which will make sense. That is who. And then go for another one, H, O, W. That also makes sense. Now, if you put these words in a systematic way, using syntax and semantics, you will be able to make sentences. So you need to construct the sentence using certain logic or certain principle. Similarly, if you come to the chemistry, symbol of element is an alphabet. So I'm going to give you 4 alphabets: H, Na, C, O. So I'm asking you to put these alphabets in a system to find out something called compound or words of chemistry. So there is a certain principle to put them. You need to arrange the most electropositive to the least electropositive or most electronegative. So therefore, sodium, hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen. If you look at this order, sodium is the most reactive and electropositive +1, and hydrogen is +1, carbon is +4, and oxygen is -2. What does it mean? Sodium, hydrogen, carbon, they lose electron 1, 1, and 4 respectively, while oxygen gains 2 electrons to become electronically stable. Now, if you look at this electronic transfer, so 1 sodium, 1 hydrogen, and 1 carbon all together will lose 6 electrons. These 6 electrons can be transferred to how many oxygen? As each oxygen gains 2 electrons, you will be required 3 oxygen. So that sodium, hydrogen, carbon can join together to form NaHCO3, sodium hydrogen carbonate or baking soda. Now, the method which I have used here to find out the formula is called RNA. So, relative number of atoms method. So now this is called compound. Now come to the definition of compound. So the definition of compound is a compound is a substance formed when 2 or more elements chemically bonded together in a fixed proportion by mass. Again, a compound is a substance formed when 2 or more elements chemically bonded together in a fixed proportion by mass. This was defined by John Dalton. And then coming to the next, another way also you can define, a compound is a substance that can be chemically broken down to simpler substances. For instance, sodium hydrogen carbonate, baking soda, if you heat it, this is called thermal decomposition. And then you will be able to get sodium carbonate, carbon dioxide, and water. This is called a chemical sentence. So we will be discussing in detail, but before that, today you understood the definition of the compound. So I'll be giving a small exercise with a couple of elements. You need to make binary compounds. So binary compounds are the compounds consist of only 2 elements. So using relative number of method, you need to do today's exercise. I'll be posting a small assignment to work on it, how to find out the formula of the compound using relative number of atoms. Today, you learn what is the compound, how the compound is made out of, and then what is the theory to make the formula of a compound. So thank you very much.